Can we actually make a small living room look bigger and feel more spacious? Well, the answer is yes, we can. In this video, I will walk you through the whole steps and give you some design tips and tricks to make your small living room look bigger. I'm Dagher, an architect and interior designer, co-founder of the A Workshop. In this channel, I will be sharing with you some interior design tips and tricks, some makeovers with no budget, and some do-it-yourself projects. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out any of my future videos. Now, let's get started. If you are moving to a new house, this step is not for you. But you are redesigning your living room, then listen carefully. Don't underestimate this number one step. You heard me. Number one, we need to move everything out of the room and start with a clean and empty room. You're gonna ask me why. I'm going to tell you. Sometimes our biggest mistake is our layout. Layout can make your space feel much smaller if done wrong. So when we start with a clean and empty room, you can figure out another layout that might fit better in your living room. So comment below if you are having any trouble with your layout. You can direct message me on my Instagram account that I share on the screen and below, and I can help you with any interior design problem you are facing. Step number 2 would be to paint your walls in a light color. I know. I think you've heard this about a million times in other YouTube videos or blogs, but this is crucial. I know you love dark colors. I know sometimes it makes a room cozier, but we want to make our small living room look bigger. So that is the first crucial step that you should do. Some of the light colors might be white, off-white, light toned blue, light toned pink colors, or any light toned color that you want. If you also have the luxury to pick the flooring, always go for light colored flooring. So tip number 3 is to get our biggest furniture piece inside the room. If you are redesigning a room and you already have a sofa and you don't want to buy another one, it's fine. But if you are buying new furniture, first, you need to take dimensions of your room before going shopping. Second, you need to take dimensions of your doors, because sometimes we pick up furniture that come assembled and don't fit inside our doors, so we can't get them inside the room. So don't make this mistake. Step number 4, we need to pull our furniture away from the wall. What? How? Why? Joy, I have a small room. Exactly. When we pull our furniture away from the wall, it gives us the illusion that our space is much bigger. And we can use this space. We can put a shelf. It can be 5 centimeters deep, or we can put a table with exposed legs. It's very easy. How can we use them? When we put this shelf or table, we can use them as an additional table in the room. We can put our drinks, or we can put a desktop outlet on the top of this table or shelf, so we can plug in our phones, our laptops, or anything. So don't worry, we will use this space. Step number 5. Choose multifunctional furniture. I think most people often forget it. When we have a small living room, or even a small apartment, we might miss some important areas in the house. So it is extremely important to think how this space will function and what functions will be used in this space, and pick our furniture accordingly. So, if you don't have a dining area and everything is happening in your small living room, Choose a coffee table that can transform into your dining table. You can always find the best inspiration for multifunctional furniture in tiny houses, so you can check this out. Rugs, 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 rugs. I think this is the biggest mistake I see in every house. Literally, in almost every house. When we have a small room, don't go and buy a small rug. You need to buy a rug that is at least big enough to fit the front legs of your sofa and every other chair inside the room. When you put in a small room a small rug, it will just make it smaller. Mirrors are magic. They are magic. When we place mirrors, mirrors can make you feel that you have an extension of the room, which will directly make it look much more spacious and bigger, and that's what we want. However, the placement of the mirrors are important. If you have a window, just place your mirror right next to it or in front of it. This will maximize and reflect more light, which will also make the room bigger. Just as in almost every house we see the mistakes of the rug, we also see the mistakes of curtains. We usually place our curtains right above our windows, right? Wrong. We shouldn't do that. We should place our curtains directly under our ceiling. And in the width, they need to be placed next to the window. This will give the illusion that they are wider and they are taller, that our windows are wider and taller. And this makes the room feel much bigger. This is very important. If we want to make our small living room look bigger, we need to always consider drawing our eyes upward. So, how can we design a space that draws our eye upward? We can, other than the curtains of course, can place and add shelves directly under the ceiling and add some books on them. You can also add some hanging plants from the ceiling, which will also draw your eyes upward and will make you feel the same effect. And now we come to lighting. Lighting is very important. We need to layer our lights. We don't want to just stick with our general lighting in the ceiling. We need to add some hanging pendant lights from the ceiling. This will also draw your eye upwards and will make your eye travel through the space and not get stuck on one point. And this will also make your room feel bigger. Okay, so the rule is, the smaller the room, the bigger the art piece. When we have a smaller room, aim to purchase or shop for a big art piece. This will make everything around it disappear. Let it be your focal point. Even in your accessories, shop for big items and leave some empty spaces on your shelves or on your table. Don't over-accessorize the room. Having some empty space will make the illusion of having a bigger room. and thank me later, because this is the easiest tip you can implement now. If you liked this video, hit the like button below, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe.